I've done some fabric cutting this morning. I've still got a little bit more to do, but I was hungry so I had some lunch. And I've sorted out all my footage from last week, so now I'm just going to edit that. And I've done my processing on the laser. Let me find that. It's a whole thing. It's a whole like mess in here. It's literally, it's insane. And also the tripod is being annoying, so you're on my little mini tripod thing. And I can't find, where are they gone? How can I lose them? Anyway, I can't find them, but I'll find them and I'll show you anyway. So I've just made a brew. I'm going to edit the video. I've designed a new pattern, a quilting pattern, that is pretty easy. So I'm going to test that and write instructions, and hopefully I can get that sorted out for the next for the launch. Hopefully I can get that sorted out, and then that's pretty much it, I think. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So right, we'll crack on. I'm going to move the camera so that you can kind of see what I'm doing, as I don't think it's as entertaining as it probably it's not entertaining, but it's like I said, it's real life, so yeah. Yeah. Come on. I found the bits that I lasered. They were under loads of fabric, obviously. It's like a fabric tower, Aladdin's cave of fabric, it's mental. So I've got these templates I've done for the stitch bunnies, and I just need to test them out. I'm going to test them out before I leave today, because I can edit the video at home. I just want to get like a crack on with it today so that I can get it out hopefully tomorrow. And then I've got a template for my Tipsy Bloom pattern that I'm releasing soon, so hopefully that works as well. I need to test that, but that's going to be like a later release thing, because I need to test the pattern. I want to make a full quilt and everything. And then this is part one of the Lunar Moon template, but I'm going to change that because I want that to be a bigger curve. Right now it's the same as these, it's the same size, and I feel like that's a bit silly to release different templates for the same size. And also I think that it will look nicer because it's supposed to be like a moon, and a moon is big, whereas like these are flower petals. Yeah, so I'm gonna test these later today. I'm gonna set a timer on my phone to be editing for like an hour or so. It's 25 to 3, so I'm gonna stop doing at 3:30. So then I've got nearly an hour, and I'm gonna test these. So I'm gonna make a little stitch bunny, and then I can make sure that the files work and send them off to my guy. And then and I've designed a new quilt pattern. So I don't know, is it in this one? No, it's in the other one. Everything's sorted. Is this one here, which I think is really cool. So it's got like this flower that's made in the middle, and it's called Arrows and Petals. For now, I'm going to come up with a better name, because these bits in the middle look like arrows, you know, like, I'm triangle and the little triangle. They kind of look like an arrow, like on a spear type thing. You know what an arrow is? Duh. So I'm going to test that because I'm actually really excited to do that. I think that's going to be really fun. And then that's it. So I've just had a brew. I've got some water. I've got big bottles of water because the water from the taps tastes funny. So yeah, so now I'm just going to get cracking on. I've got some music on Spotify. I've got 2 monitors, so I've got my laptop and I've got it hooked up to my monitor so that I can have a bigger screen if I wanted to. But so I've got music on for when I don't need to listen to the recording for the video, and then I'm just going to crack on with editing. So come along with me, watch the journey. Watch the journey of me editing, and if you want to know more about it and what program I use and all the techie bits, if you're interested, then I'll be happy to share, so let me know about that. Yeah, so right, I'll see you in a minute. Studio. I didn't get to film at all yesterday because with me and Mum we reorganised the whole studio. We moved everything around, well, apart from these shelves here, but let me show you. There is so much more space. It is actually insane. Okay, let me show you. Okay, so this is the front door and we've got the shelves that are the same. We took the whiteboard off its legs, so I've got my to-do list here. We've got a mirror up. And that's the side door. And then we've got my desk and the new Kallax ironing station here. But everything still needs a little bit of sorting. We've got the laser over here, and that big box has got fabric in, and then there's laser stuff on the top. And that's the brew station temporarily. And I need to close the fridge. And then this is where the brew station's gonna be, in this corner. And then we've got like a little sofa thing there. I just put some fabric on top of the mattress, the sofa cushion mattress thing, and I put some bags underneath it. And then we got my little footstool that I'm going to bring back over here. And but look how much space I've got in the room. Like there's loads. I can do loads of space. So this is where all the tables for the workshops are going to be when we have workshops, so only for half the week. And then the other half of the week I have it like this with lots of space. Isn't that so cool? I'm well excited. So I've actually got so much space. Hang on, let me move that. Look. Like, so much space, it's actually insane. And I'm in my old lady dress today, but it looks alright. Mum says I don't make it look like an old lady dress, but I still think it's an old lady dress, but never mind. So the plan for today is to do some actual sewing. I have designed a new quilt pattern and I'm going to test it out, and I think it looks really cool. And I don't know if you've noticed, I made some earrings yesterday on the laser and I put the glue on and they're finally dry and they look really cool. They're really comfortable and they're really cool, so yeah. I just really like them. I love wearing earrings. So yeah, that's the plan for today. A little bit of computer work first to write the pattern, and I want to write all the measurements that I need to cut out, and then it's just assembling, and as I'm assembling it I'm going to write little notes so that I can make the pattern. But yeah, let's crack on with the day. Sorted out all the computer stuff, and I've made a little guide for myself. This is all the pieces in the pattern, this is all the cutting guides, this is how it is going to look. And now I'm just going to start doing it. I'm going to do as a test block, of course. I'm going to use this green, turquoisey green fabric I dyed. Oh, got some dust in my eye. I'm going to use this fabric that I dyed, so I need to iron it. But I think that's going to be really cool. It unfortunately won't work with layer cakes, which is really annoying, but it will work with fat quarters, and it's only like half a fat quarter, so that's good. And I've got some fat quarters that I bought from my mum a few years ago, and to make her a quilt, and then she wanted to make a quilt and then just never got around to making the quilt. So I asked my mum if I could use that fabric to make her a quilt, and she said that I can. So, and I said, can I make it with this new pattern I've made? And she said I can. So I'm going to turn the laser on because it gets very loud, and there's the hum from the lights and the laser is loud. So I'm just going to crack on, and I'm going to put some telly on or some music because I'll have my headphones on, and I'm just going to get on with it because I need to get doing, because it's stressing me out otherwise. And recording everything is a bit of a pain in the ass, but it's good because I like making the videos and I like having you guys like seeing what I'm doing as well. So I'm going to do that. So I'm going to turn the camera over here. I'm going to stand on the other side, and I'm just going to iron some fabric, and then I'm going to cut the fabric, and that'll be really good. So hopefully this pattern works. Hopefully I've got all the maths worked out. Quilt math. Math. It's weird I say maths because that's what we say in England, maths. But it's quilt math, isn't it? Like without the S. So hopefully my math is correct and I don't waste my pretty fabric. It's really cool. It's coming up more blue on the screen. It's definitely greener turquoise than blue or turquoise. but it does look really cool, and the way that the sort of the dye has gone on with the how it's like crinkled and stuff is just like really cool. It's a bit like tie-dye. That's my ring doorbell. It's a bit tie-dye, batik-y. So it's not, but it gives that vibe. So right, so I'm going to crack on. The battery needs changing because of course it does. So I'll see you in a minute for proper talking stuff. The laser's going to be on for 2 hours for one piece, but well, 4 pieces and a magnet. Still, one job, 2 hours. It's going to be a long day, let me tell you that. I had to edit all the files to make the holes bigger for the embroidery, and I had to change the text on the loom. I'm cutting the loom out. 2 hours though, bloody hell. Right. for the pattern, and this is the pattern. I've cut out all the pieces, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start assembling them. I've printed out the Cosy triangle paper, which is included in the pattern, the 2 sizes that you need, but there are 5 sizes available if you would like to purchase the other sizes. This is the throw size quilt. It's a bit bigger than a throw size quilt because I want it to keep it square. So it's a 6x6 layout, and what I'm doing now is I'm going to sew on the dotted lines for the two sizes. So we've got 4 of each sheet, so I'm just going to work through those. And the battery's dying because of course it is, isn't that just classic video? The battery's dying. So I'm going to work through the pattern and sew through all the diagonal lines and cut them out, and then start assembling all the blocks. I've cut out the different pieces that we need. So let's get started. I'm going to change the battery. Hello. I'm in the studio. I've just paused the laser because it's really loud, so I can talk to you. I'm gonna I'm gonna take off all the papers of the Haskell triangles, and I'm gonna iron them, press them open, and then get started making on the blocks. So yeah, that's what we're doing, and it'll be mostly sped up because the laser's really loud, and it's very annoying that it's really loud. So I'm gonna have the music on and enjoy.